Hi guys, my name is Marie and welcome to my Kawaii world. I live in Korea right now, but I used to live in Japan, and if you've ever been to Japan, that you know it's just like a gold mine for cute and high quality stuff. And in the past, if you wanted to get your hands on this for sale in Japan only merchandise, then you would have to either number one, get on a plane and fly to Japan and buy the stuff yourself, or number two, have a friend in Japan buy it for you and then ship it to you. Let me know in the comments if you have a friend in Japan who can do that for you. Not everyone knows somebody in Japan. Even nowadays, if you want to buy Japanese stuff online, you will need a Japanese address and or a Japanese credit card in order to purchase it and have it shipped to you. So I got this big box of stuff shipped directly to me from Japan, and at the end of the video I will tell you how you can get this shipped to you no matter where you live in the world. But first I want to let you know that this company called Buyee is sponsoring this video, and that's a hint as to how I was able to get all of this cool stuff shipped to me from Japan. So let's open this package and get started. So the first thing that I got was this donut set by Joy Palette, and it's for Valentina because she loves playing with toy food right now. This is something that just popped up while I was searching for other stuff. It was just at the bottom of the page on Amazon, and I ended up clicking on it, and it was super adorable. Number one, it's Sanrio, and I just can't resist anything Sanrio. And number two, I knew that my daughter would like it because it's something that she's really into right now. The donuts kind of remind me of the ones from Mr. Donut because they even include the pondering donuts, which are those donuts that are made out of multiple balls, and they're really chewy and mochi-like, and that was my favorite donut at Mr. Donut Japan. Ordinarily, I try to buy my kids wooden food toys because I think that they're better quality, but because this was Sanrio, I made an exception and I had to get it.
You know this heart is like a peach. Look! This is for you! Hello, I want the cream. These are like something with this, like this. This goes with the donuts. This goes with the ice cream. And we always pick up like this and then like put it like this. We always do like this, and we pick up the donuts. Like this. And then we put it in right here. Get the menu for the ice cream. Get the menu, alright?
Okay.
Get the menu for the donuts, alright?
Where is it?
It's in the kitchen.
Okay. This next toy is made by the same company that made the donut set, and it's a Sanrio ice cream set. Right now, like I said, Valentina's really into toy food, and I remember when I took her to the kids cafe, she was really into the ice cream stand. She stayed there for like most of the time. So I've had in my mind that I wanted to buy her an ice cream toy, but we have so many pieces of toy food, I just never bought it. But then when I saw this Sanrio set, which has all of the characters, I could not resist. Is it cool? You like it? The next thing that I got was this Whipple kit for Sienna, and this is a kit where you can make your own Tsum Tsum macaroons, and they're guaranteed to come out cute because look at these macaroon pieces. I actually did a Whipple kit video back when I did a ton of craft videos. If you guys are interested, I will link it in the description box. But this is basically a form of decadent, which is using fake frosting to make fake cute little desserts that are not actually edible. You can make your own jewels and name tags.
What is it?
This next gift that I got for Sienna is called Palanche Neo, and it's a form of Shrinky Dinks basically, but it comes with this special little set that you can use to press designs into the plastic, and you can also crunch the plastic up to make a bow. So I felt like this was such a great gift for Sienna, and it ended up being, I think, her favorite Christmas present. She loves coloring, and so what you do is you color these little pre-printed pieces of plastic, then you cut them out, and then you stick them in the toaster oven, and they shrink up to a really small size, and it ends up being a little hard piece of plastic that you can use as a charm or keychain. And my daughter loves those little keychains and doodads, so this was such a great gift for her. She spent the whole day playing with this basically, and she's played with it multiple times since.
Aww, it's so cute.
It's really cute. For Grandma. The next thing that I bought is a gachapon machine, and the funny thing about gachapons is that I was never really into these when I lived in Japan. I just saw them as another way of accumulating more plastic junk in my house. Maybe it's because when I was younger, my mom would never let me buy these kinds of things out of the machine. She said it was a waste of money, but my husband is a lot more indulgent than I am, so he bought my daughter her first gachapon toy, which was a dog, and she loved it. So from that point on, it just went downhill. We ended up buying these almost every time we went to a restaurant or a supermarket. He would give her that 100 yen coin that he had in his pocket to buy another gachapon toy. So we ended up accumulating a lot of these. And it wasn't until I left Japan and moved to Korea that I actually got into these things. The nice thing about this machine is that you can reuse old gachapon capsules. Not all of them, some of them are a little too big. But what I did is I just went into our little gachapon toy collection and filled up some of the capsules. But if you don't have old gacha toys like me, you could probably just use candy or anything that fits into the capsule. And you can use any coin. I used both yen and US coins, and they both work. And this is where you can empty the coin tray and retrieve your money. Now that we have this, I'm not quite sure what I will do with it. I put it into my YouTube filming room for now, but I think I'm going to actually let my kids get a toy out of the machine as an incentive for when they're good or when they do a chore or something like that. I also picked up this set of Kikilala Koeda-chan furniture. Koeda-chan is a Japanese character, and Kikilala is how you say little twin stars in Japanese. It's basically the name of those two characters. But when I was looking for dollhouse stuff for my daughter, I saw this, but I wasn't able to purchase it because I had moved away from Japan at the time. When I lived in Japan, I didn't even consider buying things like this because there's a lot of chokeable pieces, and I had a baby who loved putting things in her mouth. But now that my daughters are older, I just thought this was so cute. So when I had the opportunity to buy this on Amazon JP, I added it to my cart.
They never use a kitchen. They always go outside and go to restaurants. This is her door.
Okay.
Kiki and Lala lives in the sky. This is the laundry. Did you know something cool we could do? This is their outside park slide. This is where their favorite slide is in the baby's room. Mommy, don't film us.
When I lived in Japan, I saw this book, but I didn't buy it because I thought, when am I ever going to make these things for my kids, and how am I going to figure out what all this stuff says in Japanese? I don't know if I'm ever going to make these aprons, but I just thought this book was really cute and inspirational, so I got it. Now I'm going to share with you how I got all of this exclusive Japan merchandise shipped to me. So Buyee is basically a proxy service, and they will purchase stuff for you on Amazon JP or Rakuten or Yahoo Shopping or a whole bunch of other Japanese websites, and they will store it for you at their warehouse for up to 30 days, and then they will ship it to you. There is of course a fee for this service, and you also have to pay for shipping as well, and the fee and the shipping prices will depend on how much your package weighs and how big it is and where it's going to be shipped to. So I had everything shipped to me in Seoul, Korea, and the shipping price was about 80,000 Korean won, which is about 80 US dollars. So I thought this was really great because there were some things that I wanted to buy in Japan, but I just never bought them. And I have a friend who lives in Japan who can send stuff to me, but like I didn't really want to burden her with it. I will only ask her to send me stuff if it's something that I really want. So like when we wanted Japanese ramen, I asked her to send it to me, but like some of the things I ordered were really big. It would be kind of burdensome for her to like purchase it and have it shipped to me, so I just didn't ask. But I thought this service was really great because I could just get it on my own and have it shipped directly to me without having to bother my friends. I think that there are other proxy services out there. I've never personally used them, so this was my first time using a proxy service, and I thought that it was really great. A couple things that you might want to be aware of that I thought were just like wrinkles in the process. Amazon JP has quantity limits, so I don't know what they are exactly, but I chose a whole bunch of things, and half of them were subject to the Amazon quantity limitation, so they were just not able to ship them to me at all. So I ended up finding most of the items on Rakuten, and those I could have shipped to me. So my recommendation is to shop on Rakuten over Amazon because of those quantity limits.
Also, if you want to buy anything through Japanese Amazon, you have to shop using Google Chrome or one of their approved browsers and install an extension on your browser, which is this little icon on the top of your screen. You can use the extension to add any items to your Buyee cart and then proceed to purchase those items through your Buyee page, not through Amazon directly.
Also, if you don't speak Japanese or if you don't read Japanese, you might have a little trouble like searching for things. I can read some Japanese, so I was able to find things that I was looking for, and also I had some specific products in mind that I wanted. If you don't have that in mind, then you might have a hard time just browsing. One thing that you can do to help with this is to use Google Chrome, and on Google Chrome you can have an option to have the entire web page translated from Japanese to English or whatever your native language is. So anyway, what happened was that Buyee gave me some coupons and also shipping credits, so I did not pay for any of these things myself. But if there's anything that I want to get from Japan that I can't ask my friends for, then I will probably end up using this service. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!